RL time for real. I don't know what RL is. Oh, you mean Rocket League? Bro's a f***ing boomer. Bro still plays Rocket League. Loser. Actually a loser, man. Rocket League. Ain't no way. Yet again, I can't be talking. I play another dead game called The Division. I ain't gonna lie. I was playing that before I started up the Christmas Village. Talking about RL Craft. I will never play RL Craft. It just seems something that vaccinated people enjoy. Vaccinated? Question mark, question mark. Are you vaxxed? Is that why you enjoy RL Craft? Me, I just think RL Craft is just stupid as a concept. I ain't gonna lie. It doesn't seem cool. Oh, you get one-shotted. Oh, that's not how Minecraft was meant to be played. You're basically fighting the game's stupid design at that point. But yeah, this guy, now, maybe I might tell this guy to make the hotel not an underground build, because I would really like to see a hotel built, and like just have it be a massive build. Like this guy wants to make like an underground hotel. I mean, I guess it's a cool concept, but like, I would like to see a big build, and I will actually help out. No joke. If I do that, I'll just be like, yo, I'll gather the resources. We'll call it Hazbin Hotel too. Yeah, we'll call it Hazbin Hotel. Instead of, what was this? Actually, you know what? We'll have 2 hotels. I'm going to make a hotel as well. Yeah, so this guy can have his hotel. I'm making a Hazbin hotel. I'll hop on the road. Oh yeah, argon crystals. Those things suck to get, but... Oh man, have you guys watched like Hazbin Hotel Season 2? I've been wanting to watch it low-key. And you know, obviously, I'm not like a huge fan of it, but I was... What's the word? I was kind of a fan of like the whole Hazbin Hotel vibe like 5 years ago. Cause yeah, they aired the prologue, I guess, the pilot episode back in 2020, I think. And it took them like 4 years to make season, or 3 years. Wait, was it 3? It was 3 or 4 years to make season 1. And then, well, I mean, they're airing season 2. So yeah, I'll definitely be watching that later. Ooh wee. And this kind of makes me cringe somewhat, but the amount of like adult animation that just feels childish, you know what I'm saying? Like Rick and Morty is Rick and Morty considered like adult animation? Rick and Morty is the biggest example where it's like, I mean, it's obviously maybe for adults. I don't know what the age rating is, but it's an adult animation and it just feels childish, you know? Same deal with Hazbin. I think Hazbin Hotel, right? And Hell of a Boss. It feels like they're made for like mentally ill, like just teenagers, you know? That's what it feels like. And I would like to see a actual adult animation thing that is like actually like it feels like you're watching something for adults. That would be cool. So maybe Rick and Morty if they locked the in, because I think that could easily be a top 10 show. But they just be ruining it with every single season. What was it? Season 8? Small little spoiler, right? But the last episode, it's basically... I don't know how to put it, but the character Beth, right? Like Rick's daughter. Every single one of the episodes, she takes center stage. They're just so fucking lame. What was it? Because it's been the same story arc rehashed maybe like 4 different times, I think, right? Where it's like, oh, Rick was a dad. Ooh, he wasn't around. Ooh, you know, it's like they've explored that like numerous times already, and that just was the worst season finale in the entire show. Why the? This is so annoying. This is like a glowing squid spawner. I swear, every time I see glowing squid, they're always fucking killing them. They're always killing them enemies. It's like, holy shit, dude. Jesus Christ. Like, it's the most depressing mob in the game, dude. Just existing is hard for them. I don't think I've once seen a glowing squid exist normally. It's always dying. They just can't exist normally. Ow. You know how there's like isekais and shows where it's like, oh, I want to create a land that is welcoming to all and Every race. Elves, dwarves, lizard people, monsters. Basically reincarnated as a slime, right? Shows with that premise, right? That is trying to push a globalist agenda right there. I'm like high-key tired of like, oh, everybody has to get along. Like, fuck you. No, no, no. I want everybody to hate each other. I want, like, you know, I want elves and dwarves to be killing each other, you know? Like, nobody should get along. I really hate it whenever shows do, like, some weird virtue signaling thing where it's like, oh, you're the villain of this story and you've killed, like, hundreds of people, but killing you will make me as bad as you. Like, shut the f up. An anime where the MC is a dictator would be nice. Yes, exactly. There's this show that's airing right now. It's called My Status as an Assassin. Basically, main character is having a tough time deciding to assassinate, like, this really piece of shit guy who, like, does kidnappings, kills people, pushes drugs, all that. And, I mean, are you like, are you just mentally ill? Like, get rid of him, dude. Like, you use knives and swords and magic, but you're still scared of, you know, killing like that. That's so dumb. And yeah, it's like, just don't kill innocents. So yeah, definitely, I think we need more, not really edgelord shows. Like, you can be cruel without being an edgelord. You don't even need to be cruel. Like, let's take Batman, for example. I ain't gonna lie. In a way, like Batman. I mean, Batman's cool, right? But yeah, his whole principle of not killing, I think, is pretty dog. He inadvertently, I'm not really sure if I used that word right. It's a pretty big word. But basically, he's partly responsible for, like, killing people as well. Because every time Joker breaks out of Gotham, or Arkham, I mean, he goes and kills people, right? So Batman's partly responsible. Like, he could save lives by killing the Joker straight up. But he doesn't, so when I think about it like that, I mean, that just makes Batman seem less cool, you know? There's like this version of Batman comic book storyline that's kind of going out now, right? Brand new, it's like releasing, right? It's called Absolute Batman. Basically like the ultimate version. Like, Marvel has the ultimate, like, Avengers Ultimate Verse, I guess. DC's doing that, but it's called Absolute. I'll probably enjoy Absolute because, in a way, Batman is a character where he has mercy. Obviously, right, killing's wrong, right? Depending on, like, which lens you look at it through. You know how I just said, like, oh, he's in a way responsible, and he could save lives if he kills the Joker, right? Like, if you look at it through that lens, oh, yeah, then he should kill. But then also, there's just completely many just different lenses you can look at, like, Batman through, right? And so I would enjoy the Absolute comic book line if Batman, I mean, yeah, it's cool that he kills, but I feel like that's not what the character is. It's cool that they're exploring it, but here's the thing. I would enjoy Absolute if it wasn't for the authors, just, and the people responsible for making it, like the, not authors, but artists, authors, whatever, right? People responsible for it. If one, they weren't just so fucking toxic and unprofessional. First case of me disliking the people that are in charge of Absolute, the person that created the character Bane, he said that he didn't like the design of Bane in Absolute. He looked like an actual, I think it was monster or something like that, right? And then the person who is responsible for Absolute decided to call it that, right? Oh, the monster or whatever. The abomination or whatever, right? That was like the title of the book or the comic book. And that was just one, unprofessional as f. And then the second time was the person responsible for drawing it, right, or whatever. They drew Batman killing an ICE agent, like through like strangling him. The moment I saw that, it's like, oh, okay, terrorist. I don't care about your comic book line anymore. So yeah, you know, you can say whatever you want about immigration, but I like to think if you draw like your thing or whatever, make your character killing an actual government like official. I mean, really, that if we were in, let's say, a just world, I mean, that comic book line would have been taken off, boom, not sold anymore. Absolute Batman, I don't like it just because of the people that are making it, right? And I refuse. Have you seen the Absolute Lex Luthor though? Oh yeah, no, I refuse to like consume or look at anything Absolute just because of that one art piece. And I'm not really someone who's heavily political, but if you draw yourself, or if you draw your character or whatever, Batman or whatever, like, it's obvious that they're going to be putting political messaging in their shit, right? Just bottom line is, I refuse. Another reason why I don't like Absolute is because Superman. They made Superman look like an absolute... I'm a Superman fanboy, and I mean, I didn't like Superman's design in Absolute. You can make Absolute Batman look like an absolute tank. Why couldn't you do that for Superman? With what I said about the whole, like, political messaging, yeah, because I know that the people that are making it are politically charged, and, you know, obviously, like, let's say the whole thing that happened with the Bane creator, where, they will be unprofessional as... yeah, so I refuse to just consume the slop that they're pushing out. DC and Marvel, they've both been, I want to say, yeah, compromised. They've both been taken over by asshats. Like, people use these things for, like, escapism, you know what I'm saying? And just the fact that these people want to shove in their politics, like, just because they own it, you know? There was, like, a whole Wojak meme made about it, where it's like, it's I own the rights to this, something similar to that. And yeah, that can apply to like 99% of just Western entertainment now. And what sucks is now they're starting to like get into anime. Because you know how there's like those streaming services? I don't mean like Twitch or YouTube. They need to come up with a different name for it. Because whenever I think of streaming, I think of Twitch or YouTube, right? Or unfortunately, Kick. Funny that I walked in front of the casino. Yeah, it's like, anyways, like streaming services, Disney Plus. I saw that they had like several animes on there. I wouldn't put it past them that they're going to start pushing out more anime and just getting into the anime industry. So, and you know, as I said, you know how I was talking about the whole like globalist thing where they want everyone to just, oh, live in peace. Ooh, we can all have a mixing pot. Yeah, it's like, it's really easy to coat political messaging through like anime cutesy lens. And so, yeah, I can expect in a few years that we're going to see some politically charged animes. I mean, we've already seen a lot, right? There's been many made, but in the coming years, oh, yeah, we're going to start seeing them in the truckloads. Where is bro going? I'm going, I have no clue. Like, that's how you know that, like, I'm like, really yapping and really into what I'm yapping about, because I'm just talking and walking. You know, honestly, now that I think about it, yeah, what I just said, right? There's this whole, like lingo term that gets used a lot, right? Owning the chuds, you know? Like basically with everything I just said, man, I really do sound like a fucking chud. Oi, my fellow trees, we simply must let these termites into the forest. Yeah, there we go. Now we're back on track, but yeah, that's enough yapping about political dog shit. And what's crazy is that, like, you know, I say this all the time. I don't even care about politics, but man, I can just yap about it whenever I see that, like, something that I enjoy, like Batman, right? I used to really love Batman, but you know, yet another thing that just gets corrupted by asshats that can't leave IRL shit out of it. So yeah, I'm actually in love with this area, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe this was close by to next year's Christmas Village area, and if we actually go through with the idea for 2 smaller, like, villages, and then they duke it out, winner becomes the official, right? That'll make up for the 1 missing Christmas Village this year, right? We didn't move areas, stuck to last year, so that'll make up for the 1 missing. I'll have to make sure that if I do that, I'm gonna turn it into a server. 100%, because realms are just, I mean, I like realms, obviously. I mean, I only like it because the Christmas Village. Would I buy another realm and try to treat it like a server? No, never. Realms are only really good if, because you might as well do a server, right? But it's like, realms are only good if you don't know how to do servers, basically, right? Like I used to be. Like, that's bottom line. They're only good just because of that. But if you know how to do servers, which I sorta do now, I just don't know the programmer guy stuff. Alls I can do is pray that, like, next year's Christmas area doesn't have, or one of the areas doesn't have a lot of deep darks under it, because that's something that low-key, it kind of fucks up mining underground. I didn't realize deep darks would be so annoying, but they are, because the Warden's annoying. They couldn't have just made it, oh, okay, it can hit you hard. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of deep darks. God, it's always deep darks. I really do dislike deep darks now. They were cool at first, but the novelty just, I mean, it goes away and then you realize, yeah, the Warden's a shit mob. There's no reason for it to be tougher than a boss and hit harder than a boss.
Oh, we wanted to make Minecraft a little scary.
Cool. You made it to where, I mean, oh yeah, people f around with it for a little bit, but then after a while, it's just a mob you avoid. What they could have done, right, if they wanted to make Minecraft scary, and this is something they need to do. They need to bring back Herobrine. They need to seriously bring back Herobrine. Make it to where Herobrine has a small chance of, like, spawning in your world. And, like, maybe make it to where he doesn't attack you directly, but he f***s around with you. And the only way you can get rid of him is by doing a, altar, or whatever, right? There used to be, like, this thing many years ago, back on Pocket Edition of Minecraft, where, what was it? I can't remember, but it was like Pocket Edition. I remember I would watch videos about this, how to spawn Herobrine into your world, and I tried to do it, right? But he never spawned, obviously, right? How do you spawn Herobrine into your Minecraft world? I attempted it. Obviously, nothing happened, but they could add that in if they really wanted to make Minecraft scary. Make it to where instead of summoning him, he just, that's how you banish him from your world. That's how you truly make Minecraft scary. And every time, let's say you hop on, or make it to where, let's say right here, if I were to stand still, like right here, maybe like off to the side, where that zombie is literally, he would be there, just watching you. And then, like, whenever you see him, like, you see how it says McTrash, make it to where it says, like, whatever, but you're playing single player. Mace King is here for real. Mace loser. That's what I would have done if I was, let's say, the head of Mojang. I would have just said, you know what, Herobrine, add him into the video game. I mean, there would be many other things added into it. It wouldn't just be Herobrine. And then maybe, right, let's say if they wanted to really do the Warden, I think on a fundamental level, it's a cool mob, but as is usual with Mojang fashion, they do too much, and that's what makes it lame, right? For starters, too much health. Secondly, too much damage. Thirdly, the Sonic Shriek. What I would probably do, turn that bitch into a boss. And, this is just me, but I low-key have a thing for, I think it was Greek mythology. Whatever Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, whatever all, I think that's Greek mythology. Herobrine joined the game. Oh my gosh. I'm terrified. Shiver me timbers. I would have done something with Greek mythology going on that kind of like made me lose my train of thought. But do some Greek mythology. I would have added in, not really like go all in with the Greek thing, but I would have made the Warden. Now I know that's what Cerberus is for. But I would have done something where it's like the Warden, you have to defeat him in order to enter like maybe some sort of underworld. Warden acts as Cerberus. And then in the, I mean, I guess there's the Nether, but I would like make, ooh, and this is actually a really good idea, right? I would have done something where it's like the Warden, you defeat him, you gain access to a new realm where it's just nothing but black. Here, let me try to draw it real quick, and then I'll send it in the Discordia. So make it to where you have to defeat the Warden, and here's how I would redesign the Warden. I would give him maybe like half as much health. Okay, maybe just a bit more health, and it's a boss, right? The Warden's a boss. I would give him double the health of the Wither, right? I would make it to where, like, yeah, the whole silent thing, you have to avoid him, but only difference is that you can, like, in order to summon him, you have to, like, do, you know, there's, like, those monkeys in the Deep Dark. I would, like, do something where it's, like, you got to use those guys to summon him. And then for his attacks, I would do, like, the whole, like, okay, obviously he can fist. I would change out the whole, oh, he can deal massive damage. I think with the fist, what he should do is, it should just have lots of knockback. And obviously, it'll deal maybe, like, half of your bar of health. Right, no armor, let's say half of your bar. Or maybe like a few hearts, right? You know, just make the damage reasonable, basically. Fix the damage on the fists. And then for the Sonic Beam, I would replace the Sonic Beam where he turns around, bends over, and That's just me though. But anyways. But talking about the sonic beam, I would change the sonic beam. I would make it to where it goes like, oh, let me go ahead and change colors. The sonic beam, it goes like, let's say like that. I think that's something that would be pretty dope. And it like tracks you. So the only way you can avoid it is by, and now let's say if I was in charge of Mojang by this point, we would have had a roll, parry, dodge. So basically Dark Souls, right? I'm going to draw the area that the Warden is protecting, okay? So you have this void. Yeah, so you have a void, right? I would make it to where the void, I'm not sure if you've seen Bleach, but you know how, like, there's, like, that whole gray area in between dimensions? I would do something like that where the ground beneath you is, like, sort of gray, but then it has, like, particles of black coming out of it. And so, like, in this area, make it more horror, I guess. So you're kind of, like, in the underworld, but not really. And then, like, there's just, like, you know how soul sand is a thing, right? I would make it to where, like, there's, like, ghosts all around. I'll make Steve red. So, yeah, like, legit, I would do that. Steve is, like, walking around, and then as you walk, eventually, you will come across the official 100%, like, boss of, like, whatever realm this is, right? And, what they could do is make it to where it's a, oh shit, oops. The Lord of the Underworld. They could pull like a Herobrine or whatever, and then make it to where, like, with this boss, the only way you can deal damage is by not by smacking them around, but maybe like using some sort of like Souls of the Damned in order to deal big boy damage. Very damned. We get Steve. Steve just grabs this, and he's like, oh, okay, well. And then the loot you get from this is, I don't know, like a music disc or something. Minecraft rewards. Boom. $1 billion idea. Hopefully you enjoyed that little TED talk about what I would do and change about Minecraft. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, it's happening. Holy, that's so scary, dude.